Hi, welcome to Parker Maison. This is the Daily Find Files. Today's scary ghost story, haunted item story. The story is from Alton, Illinois, in an antique shop where a bed was breathing. A bed breathed. I don't know. We're going to get into it. And while we do it, I'm going to show you guys these wonderful items that are for sale at parkermaison.com. Always free shipping to locations serviced by the United States Postal Service. Today's tale comes from a town renowned for its rich history and some say its hauntings. Our story centers around an antique shop and a bed that seemed to possess a life of its own. In the heart of the town stood an antique shop, a treasure trove of relics from bygone eras. One crisp evening, a couple decided to explore the offerings in the antique shop. Nothing is reported to have happened on the first floor, so as they ascended up to the second floor, this is where our scary tale begins. While ascending the staircase, one of the people feels an unexpected wave of heat and a burning sensation in her throat. She dismissed it though. She thought, you know what? It's probably just the climb up these stairs. As they got upstairs, one particular piece, an antique 4-poster canopy bed, caught their attention. I left the tea bag in too long. It's just all mint, no water. That wasn't any better. This is chocolate. It's chocolate and like almond milk. I didn't shake it though, so it was not good. As they approached the bed, they noticed the ornate carvings and aged wood and how much charm it exuded. It was just absolutely gorgeous and sort of drew you in like a magnet. As they approached closer, this burning sensation intensified. It was accompanied, as I'm sure you could imagine, by a sense of panic. Panic. The other members of their party, they felt it too. All of a sudden, the strange pulling sensation drawing them towards it. This guy's gonna have to go on the half off. I think he's missing something up top that I didn't realize until just now. So everybody's getting drawn in by this dang bed, but they're also getting panicky. So they're like, well, what is it? But, and yes and no all at the same time. They decided to leave, but one member of the party stopped, turned around, decided, I gotta go back. As she approached, obviously, the sensation returned and magnified, and it wouldn't leave. There was just nothing, no matter what she did, no matter what she said, it just get worse and worse and worse until they finally all just left. After leaving the shop, they couldn't shake the feeling. So as a group, they got together and went to the library and decided to go do some research like you do at the library. This was before the internet, obviously, because I go to the library, but I'm not sure anybody else does. So what they were able to determine while at the library was the owner of the bed, someone named Elizabeth, had tragically died in her sleep in the bed. And locals believe that her spirit lingered attached to the bed. Others who approached the bed reported similar sensations, constantly overwhelming urge to flee, tightness in the throat, heat. Some even claimed that they saw the curtains. Remember, it was like a canopy bed. The curtains would flutter without a breeze or anything else, but they would also, when they were alone in the shop or no one else was around, you know how those little creepy antique shops get. I know because I'm in them all the time, thrifting and looking. I heard a little whisper. Now, I want to know, what do you think the bed was whispering? Because this is where I just got, in my head, I was like, do you think the bed is like, my sheets haven't been cleaned in a week? Or, oh, no, you did not bring chips to bed. Or, why are we on the floor and we don't have a frame? The fancy beds on TV have a frame. Why don't we have a frame? Why are we up in the air? Why aren't we? Why is that? Why are all these dogs in here? I don't know what beds whisper, but that's what I think they would whisper. So, it has become centerpiece of local lore in this town in Illinois, and I guess there's a whole bunch of paranormal investigators that go check it out. I think that's fun. I unfortunately have yet to discover any haunted pieces. None of our pieces act funny, except that they definitely do not clean themselves. I have to dust them all the time. You guys look at this teapot. Isn't this adorable? For sale. I think this would make a lovely trip. A lovely trip. I don't even know. Excuse me. A lovely gift. Oh, and there are two. There's two. It's a big and a mini. Isn't this the prettiest? You know, honestly, I do this mostly for fun. I don't care if any of you guys buy any of the stuff in the store. I'll keep it and look at it forever because I think it's all delightful. One of my favorites is this. It's not even for sale because I just like looking at it. Isn't that cool? Look at that porch. Look at the porch. And the windows. And the side. Ooh, look at that side. Isn't that pretty? This is an actual collectible. I just think it's cool and I want to sell it. So sometimes I keep some of the stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for coming and watching our little performance today and our ghost story and looking at some of the options we've got for sale. We'll be back tomorrow with another ghost story or haunted story or whatever paranormal thing we come up with. Anyway, hit us up in the comments. Ask if there's anything you want. 20% off glassware through the end of May 2025 and free shipping to addresses serviceable by the United States Postal Service. I hope you guys have a great day.